The question mark is, how aggressive do you want the Lions to be to move up? You look at the level of talent, and I think at 28, you could get a Gray Zabel, you could get a Donovan Ezuraku to be there. You could as well target, Derek Harmon, a defensive tackle. So there's a variety. You could even go wide receiver if Brad Holmes believes that there's a player worthy at 28. But if they do make the move to go up, how aggressive should they be? Would you be willing to, and we'll talk about it if the Lions need to throw in a player, would you be willing to throw in a first-round pick next year? Or would you say it has to be maybe you'd be willing to go day 2 pick? How aggressive should the Lions be to move up to get a player? And is there a player that you'd say, okay, yeah, I'd be willing to give up a first and a player to go up into maybe the 12, 13 range to go up there and get a good player?
I don't really have that conviction with many of the players in this year's draft when it comes to packaging first-round picks. And I think a reason why the Lions should hesitate to bring another first into the package is because when your team gets to be as expensive as this Lions team is going to be, you're going to need those first-round picks so that you can continue to replenish the talent on your roster because, let's face it, they're not going to be able to pay everybody. So while I think they should move up, I don't think they should be making moves into the top 15 and packaging first-round picks together because you're going to need that pick if you're not able to pay somebody that you want to keep around. So I think that the ideal range for them is to go up 5 to 6 spots to get a guy who's kind of that fringe mid to late first type of player like a Gray Zabel or a Michael Williams who, depending on the outlet in the day, it feels like these guys are anywhere between top 15 to borderline fringe first round, potentially a candidate to fall out of the first. So my ideal range for the Lions is right like between 22 and 25, go up, and then you package your first round pick with either that compensatory pick in the 3rd round or you package, a 4th for that pick and a 5th and do like kind of that late round pick swap if you're the Lions. So I think that you shouldn't be too aggressive because I think aggression can sometimes be misconstrued with desperation. And, you talk about the need for an edge rusher. I don't want the Lions to get desperate or feel like they have to be desperate, but I would like to see them show some aggression. So you kind of have to walk that line. I don't know if that's making sense, but that's kind of where I'm at. Go get your guy, but you don't have to go up 10, 15 spots, I don't think.